Peace, infinite waters diving deep once again. How to practice mindfulness meditation practically. Can I get a hello there? So I always talk about how I practice mindfulness meditation, which is where you tune into the present moment 100%. You become aware of what is happening in the here and now. You stop judging how you are feeling. You become more aware of every little tiny sensation. And meditation means awareness. So the question I get a lot is, okay, that's all well and good, but how do you practice this kind of meditation in a practical setting? When you go out of your house, your home, and someone is beeping their car horn really loud. Someone barges past you and they don't care. Someone steps on your foot. Ouch. Helicopters above. Sirens going off. A foggy atmosphere. Do you get my drift? So how can we practice mindfulness meditation practically to help us become our greatest version? I'm gonna share with you what's helped me along my journey. I am a big fan of the great psychologist Fritz Perls, who said, lose your mind and come to your senses. I just love that because, look, throughout the day, so many of us, we are up here. We are upstairs when we need to go downstairs. I like that because overthinking doesn't change what is happening. It only makes it worse. So I love the film Inception. And in this film, it's all about the nature of dreams and reality. And each character has a totem, which is a small object or symbol which allows them to remember if they are grounded in reality or if they are in someone else's dream. So you have this spinning totem. It's epic. And my totem, which I carry in my pocket, is usually a small crystal, an amethyst or a quartz. And whenever I'm out and about, I put my hand in my pocket, get out the crystal, and start feeling it up. And I say, okay, that's my crystal. I know because of the weight, the shape, the feeling it gives me, the color, and automatically it allows me to focus my attention into the present moment. Because a lot of us, we're in the past, or we're thinking somewhere deep into the future. Look, I am so present, all I can see is my nose before me. How more present can you get? The power of tuning into the power of now means that we have more awareness. With more awareness, now we have more energy. Sometimes people say, I'm so tired, man. And I say it's probably because you're thinking about what happened yesterday, right? Or you're thinking about what is going to happen in 5 years, which isn't even here yet. So another tool which has helped me is slowing down. Look, just slow down. Living in this society of instant gratification where we all want it right now, I've found that just taking one step at a time literally does wonders to practice mindfulness meditation practically. Because where are we rushing to? Look, we are in a hurry to get nowhere fast. That's how it is. Because We always feel if we rush, we can get there in time. But where are we honestly going? We are stuck in this sphere. We're stuck in this sphere, which is a beautiful planet, by the way. Okay, so just slowing down for me is all about any activity I'm doing, I'm giving attention. Because once again, anxiety is born out of the desire to escape the present moment. A lot of us, we're doing things, but we're not doing them. Our mind is somewhere else, and we want to get out of what we're doing. But to become more mindful is to have a communion with what you are doing and see that getting it done quickly is just racing towards the finish line when in essence you have to start enjoying the process. And for me, it's all about the senses. Sight, smell, touch, taste, hearing. Yeah, our 5 senses. Some people have more, depends who you are. But tuning into them, for me, does so much. Each one of them. What is that food someone is making? Did you smell it? Or were you thinking why you lost the lottery? Okay? Once you start tuning into each sense, the sight, who is around you. But you don't just have to become a watcher, you can become an active participant in this game, in this beautiful experience called life. Taste. How did that taste when you drank that cup of water? There was no taste. Okay, but how was that orange? Oh, it was a bit, Now you are tuning in to the actual sensation in the here and now. And hearing. What are the sounds? Can you hear the birds? Can you hear that guy screaming across the road? Probably you don't want to hear that. But all of this helps us to develop more awareness. And really, it grounds us into the present moment. It makes us stronger. It gives us more energy. Because the power is in the now. And being here near the beach, I love coming to the ocean and practicing an old art form called Hydromansee, from the Greek hydro, water, mantia, divination. So people would just gaze upon the beautiful crystal oceans, turquoise, or it's probably mucky where you are. I've been to some mucky oceans. Anyway, you're gazing at the ocean and you're just seeing the waves float around. Some are really powerful waves and they're just falling and crashing. It's almost like a musical piece. Now, this is mindfulness meditation because you are becoming aware. You are becoming one with what you are observing. And this is so liberating, so energy generating that it tunes us into the present moment. A lot of people that come to the ocean, they say, I came to the ocean and all my problems vanished. Well, that's a good thing. That's why I come to the ocean every day. No excuses, I'm always there. What else? Many times when we talk of mindfulness meditation, it starts with eating food. There's a great story of a master and a student. A great master, an old man. It's the old man once again. And the student says, Master, have you ever tried to become accustomed to the truth? The master laughed and said, Of course. When I'm hungry, I eat. When I'm thirsty, I drink. And the student laughed as well and said, "Master, that's what everyone does." Then the master replied, "No, because when you eat and when you drink, you are thinking of various other things, therefore allowing yourself to become disturbed." That is powerful. And that's why when I'm eating some delicious food, I'm chewing it. I'm taking my time. But there was a time where I was just gulping it down. I would be eating like how people drink. Just chuck it in your mouth. But all of that leads to some serious health issues. Indigestion, constipation, all of the stuff that will prevent you from going out on a Friday night. Now, the art of chewing your food is amazing. I'm still practicing it, but it is so powerful because once we are taking one bite at a time, it allows us to tune into what is happening in our mouth. Did we grind it down properly? Because many of us, when we're eating, we're also on the computer, we're shouting at someone, we're doing our hair, so we are actually not eating. So I love to always just chew my food, and it helps me become my greatest version. Also, taking off your shoes is a powerful way to practice mindfulness meditation practically. Now, from the Harvard studies, we already know what mindfulness meditation does. It improves brain cognition and all of that other stuff. Go and research it. I'm not going to sit here and explain it to you. Takes too long. Just kidding. Hey, so taking off your shoes is wonderful. Why? Because once again, we are earthing. Our body is comprised of a lot of positive ions from all of this radiation around us. So the earth is a breeding ground for negative ions. So this keeps the body and mind in perfect equilibrium. It helps us emotionally and mentally. But the sensation you get from barefoot walking is out of this world. Why? Because now you become aware of that rock, ouch, or that little stone, and it feels good. It's like an acupuncture session for free. So it allows us to have contact with Mother Nature. So we get heightened senses. A lot of people from barefoot walking, they get more clarity. It puts things in perspective. It is a stress reliever. It makes us feel better. It puts us in a better mood. Yeah, it does that. It makes us happy. And also, silence. Now, I was walking around Venice, and there was a woman who was just not saying anything. And I thought, okay, it's probably just an act. And I was just staring at her, and it was amazing what that did. It moved me into the power of now. It moved me into what was happening right now. And there was more intimacy. Because a lot of us, we talk a lot. I don't know anyone that talks a lot. Okay, so just being silent more, that's what I'm practicing when I'm not making videos. I'm just listening more. And it's so powerful. Because a lot of us, when we're talking to someone, we're not really listening. It's all about what we want to say. But when you're more silent, you realize that it is wonderful because it moves you into more feeling. That's the key word, feeling. That is what mindfulness meditation is all about. And from the silence, we go into the eye contact. That is a powerful way to tune into the power of now and becoming your greatest version. Can you look at that person in the eyes? Oh, My eyes. Because whenever you are looking into someone else's pupils, now we are getting rid of the separation, which is the illusion, and we are seeing the truth of the oneness, what we call the unification of consciousness. Don't let me go there again. Eye contact is intimate, it is powerful. And we stop thinking about all of those bills we have to pay. We focus on who is in front of us, and we give them our undivided attention, and it helps us to connect with someone else in the deepest, most powerful way. That is meditation, because that is awareness. Now, the reason why a lot of us can't look at each other eye to eye is because we're afraid of the intimacy of what we're going to see in that person's eyes, because the eyes reveal so much. That is why they say when you look at someone in the eyes, that is sometimes even more powerful than making love to them physically, because you are doing it through your eyes. But now you start noticing their iris. Oh, that's really pretty. And stuff like that. Multitasking. Hello. We've got 1001 things to do. You want to go to the supermarket. You've got to go to the bank. You've got to call a friend. Hey, can I just get a moment of peace? Mindfulness meditation for me, I've seen what is really powerful is to stop multitasking, because I always say it doesn't matter how many things you do. Guess what? There are always going to be more things for you to do. So for me, I realized a little secret. I said to myself, if I focus on what I'm doing right now and do it well, put my heart into it, that's all that matters. The other things take care of themselves. Because a lot of us, we partake in these daily activities. But ask yourself, was my heart in this? Or was I just doing this as a mandatory behavior? Because the psychology of mindfulness meditation is where you start putting your heart into it. Not just your mind, it's a whole body movement. That's why yoga is so powerful. That's why exercise is so powerful. Because now you develop a greater sensitivity for what you are doing. So I used to love driving and talking on the phone. Don't do that, by the way, it's dangerous. I used to love eating and talking to someone else across the room. I used to love cycling and reading the newspaper. Then I said, can't I just cycle and be at one with everything? Put my head back and just chill? Then I said, of course I can. And it felt marvelous. And lastly, I love to breathe in that beautiful prana deep from the base of my spine. A lot of us, we're breathing, but we're shallow breathing. The reason why we are shallow breathing is, once again, we are having an out-of-body experience. Now, I talk of the inner body experience. That is a gateway to practicing mindfulness meditation practically. Because the moment we see that a deep breath, what I do, I breathe in for 4, hold for 4, release for 4. 4, 4, 4. Alignment works well. But do whatever works for you. And through your breath, you develop more clarity, more relaxation, because relaxation is what we are. Stress is what we think we should be. So just breathing, it creates more clarity. It gives me more space. And therefore, it allows me to tune into the present moment. Now, all the energy is in the present moment. In the past, that's old energy. In the future, that's energy which is not accessible. But right here, right now, is where all the energy lies. Once again, this is where all the diamonds lie. A lot of us, we're wanting to get somewhere else, not realizing we are sitting on diamonds. Do you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? Yeah. So there you have it. Those are practical ways I practice mindfulness meditation practically. We are all here to just be happy, have fun, but most of all, become our greatest version. So right now, I'm going to head to the beach. I'm going to cycle, then I'm going to head to the beach, and I'm going to breathe in that beautiful prana just for you. We are here. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace.